You're watching the second News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
It's the last parliament session for the UPA too, and the government is suddenly adamant on pushing the communal violence bill one last time. This latest controversy has been triggered and escalated, I would rather say, to another level by Narendra Modi's letter to the Prime Minister. It's become a matter of debate for all political parties. But 5 months ahead of the elections, does the government actually want to pass the bill? Or are both parties settling in for a secular versus communal agenda for 2014? With me in the studio to my left is Secretary General of the All India Christian Council, John Dayal. To his left, we have Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, he is national spokesperson of the BJP and he's political advisor to Rajnath Singh. To his left, we have Bharat Kumar Raut, Member of Parliament of the Shiv Sena. And to his left, we have Vinod Bansal, who's the spokesperson of the VHP in Delhi. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Abhishek Manu Singhvi is joining us in a minute, and so is Gaurav Bhatia of the Samajwadi Party. How do you view this stunt,
Mr. Dayal? Coming 2 years too late, in a matter of speaking, so you could call it that it's trying to create a political divide. But I do not think it's trying to create a communal divide, though, because the bill is not the 2011 bill. It is not 2005 bill. This bill is a very innocuous, toned down, watered down thing.
What would you have liked? Why do you call it toned down? Narendra Modi thinks it's too sharp. Narendra Modi thinks it's polarizing people. He thinks it breaks the federal spirit.
Mr. Modi is fighting an election. He has a vote bank.
You've seen his letter.
I'm not fighting an election.
You've seen his letter to the Prime Minister?
Yes, indeed. I am not fighting an election. But my point is, minorities do feel threatened. There have been violence. There's Muzaffarnagar. There was Kandhamal. They need protection. We need a national code on rehabilitation. We need impunity to end. We need accountability across the board, from the constable to the chief minister.
No, but why do you need this bill? You have the Indian Penal Code for that. I mean, you have an Indian Penal Code for that. For the entire country. Let's get Bharat Kumar Raut. What's your problem with the bill per se?
See, first thing, this bill is meant to have a communal divide and take advantage of that in the coming elections. But now I'm told, just now before coming to the studio, that now that the government itself is toning down the bill, they are removing the word called group.
Yeah, so you're happy with it?
So I'm happy.
So you think Narendra Modi is complete?
After that, let me come. Yeah. If this is the bill, then why you want to bring it? If you want to really strengthen the hands of law, then you could wait for 4 more months. So many years have gone. This government is in power for last 10 years.
Are you opposing it for opposing sake? So
no.
Are you opposing it for opposing sake? No, watch. Let's get the. Are you opposing it for opposing sake? Because the whole issue was over the definition of the word group. That you are dividing this country into minority groups who are the only ones who are seen as possible victims of of communal violence. If the definition of now that whole word group goes away, what's your problem with it?
It's for not just the technical aspect of definition of a group in this bill, but it was also relating to the basic intention of the government. If you look at the policy of this government, on one side they say there should not be anti-terror law in this country. All these IPC acts are sufficient. But in the communal violence, they say, no, IPC acts are not sufficient. There has to be an anti-communal law. Is this not? It's the two different views on one aspect. Second thing, it's consistent infringement in the federal structure of India. The communal sensitivity varies from state to state. And in certain states, the communal sensitivity...
No, I haven't gone to that yet. No, I'll come to the part of federal structure first. Let's go point by point. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, welcome. Gaurav Bhatia, welcome. Let's take one part. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, have you seen Narendra Modi's letter? Narendra Modi's letter to the Prime Minister? Should we debate some parts of what he has said?
Certainly.
I presume you have, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, so Narendra Modi, he says he has objections to various issues. In one, he has objections to the term hostile environment. Now, in this bill, there is a part of the bill which says the following. A hostile environment against a group means an intimidating or coercive environment that is created when a person belonging to any group, by virtue of his membership of the group, is subjected to A, boycott of trade or business, B, public humiliation, C, deprivation or threaten to deprive a person of his fundamental rights, 4, force a person to leave his or her home state or ordinary residence of livelihood, and 5, any other act which is aimed at creating an intimidating, hostile environment. Now, before I come to you, I want to ask the representative of the VHP, what's the problem? If a hostile environment is created today, you are from the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, for a Hindu community. For anyone from a Hindu community, if a hostile environment is created, then obviously the law should go out and protect the person. The Kashmiri Pandits, by this clause, they would be protected within the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
No.
You should be welcoming it. Why is Narendra Modi opposing it?
सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि जम्मू कश्मीर में अप्लाई नहीं होता। दूसरी बात ये है कि इसको आज क्यों लाया जा रहा है। तीसरी बात ये कि क्या हिंदू और मुसलमानों के बीच में बांटने की राजनीति सरकार
अगर जम्मू कश्मीर में अप्लाई होता तो फिर कश्मीरी पंडितों पर क्या कोई अत्याचार होता?
नहीं, क्या मतलब वो
यानी कि बिल में अच्छाई है।
आप देखिए, ये देखिए कि उस बिल के अंदर क्या है। और दूसरी बात, इसको कम्युनल डिवाइड करना क्यों चाहती है सरकार?
कम्युनल डिवाइड कहां है? वेयर इज द कम्युनल डिवाइड?
भाई, इसमें कम्युनिटी के बारे में बात करिए। बेसिकली क्या है कि इसमें ना, अदरवाइज इफ इट इज नॉट सो, मुझे बताइए कि इस लॉ को लाने की जरूरत क्या थी?
नहीं, जरूरत क्या है?
आखिरकार
यू आर अपोजिंग फॉर अपोजिंग सेक।
नो,
आप अपोज करेंगे इसलिए अपोज कर रहे हैं।
नहीं, ये हिंदुओं को दबाने के लिए रणनीति बनाई गई है सर।
हिंदुओं को दबाने की बात कहां है? तो हिंदू मुस्लिम की बात नहीं है, अभी ग्रुप का डेफिनेशन निकल चुका है इससे।
नहीं, ग्रुप के
तो हिंदुओं को दबाने की बात कहां से आई?
ये जो कम्युनिटी
की बात है, मिस्टर सुधांशु त्रिवेदी, दैट यू एंड द VHP आर ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट दैट दिस इज एन एंटी हिंदू बिल। इफ द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द वर्ड ग्रुप गोज अवे, देयर इज नो सच रूम फॉर यू टू कंप्लेन। यू अग्री?
No.
You agree?
No. In my opinion, the basic intention of this government since last several years has been a consistent on one side. In the recent Muzaffarnagar riots, when Samajwadi Party government of UP gives compensation to one community, thanks to Supreme Court it has been halted. But what this central government has done, this shows a clear-cut bias mindset to create a communal divide of the Congress and their allies.
No, so, you've got a mindset against it, I think.
Now, I will come to some other time.
I would like to come in.
No, I think we've got a mindset problem.
One more thing.
Why? You've got a mindset problem. Don't be judgmental. Don't be judgmental.
No, I'm not being judgmental.
It is not a mindset problem.
I'm saying here,
it is very clear.
Narendra Modi does not want command responsibility. I'm coming to point number 2, command responsibility. Command responsibility is when a superior officer fails to control a riot or something in one state, even if because of the actions of his junior officers they make a mistake, he will be held responsible. You should welcome it. Because if this was to apply, then the Muzaffarnagar riots would never have taken place. It would have never taken place. The senior officers would have been worried.
This act is being brought by this government.
Yes.
Who is not ready to hold any responsibility of their cabinet ministers.
Abhishek
or whatever has been done there.
Abhishek
This is the ridiculous logic which is given in this.
Abhishek Manu Singhvi and Gaurav Bhatia, we are going point by point. So I find here that on all the points here, the BJP, the VHP and the Shiv Sena have taken a firm position. The idea of a bill like this itself is bad.
It is an election gimmick.
On the clauses...
Let me be very clear, it is election gimmick.
No, on the
government also did not want a bill, but because elections are there and there are no ground to contest the election.
Besides saying it's an election gimmick, what's your argument? You're just repeating yourself.
That's why I'm saying that this is the quasi-federal system. Why are you taking this law and order situation from state to center?
Okay.
As you had earlier said, the situation of communal tension is different from state to state.
Okay.
Why do you want to take it in your hand?
Why do you want to take it in your hands? Because perhaps the center distrusts the state governments. Let's see Abhishek Manu Singhvi.
And your own Congress state
Abhishek Manu Singhvi.
Your own Congress statement.
Abhishek Manu Singhvi, that point actually is your weakest point. You are interfering, you're changing the federal structure. That's your weakest point, isn't it? Abhishek Singhvi.
You've had about 7-8 minutes of this program and I've listened to most of it patiently. Allow me my couple of minutes peacefully. Look, Arnab, you and I and the world should not be surprised that the BJP and Mr. Modi oppose the communal violence bill. They are not there to oppose the SEZ bill. They are not there to oppose the capitalist expansion bill. They will always be there to oppose the communal violence bill. So this should not surprise you. The very fact that any group opposes a bill like the prevention of communal violence, I think itself should raise a big question mark on what they are trying to do, and ultimately this is because bodies like the BSP, the BJP see everything in terms of Hindu-Muslim, everything in terms of minority-majority, everything in terms of religion. Now let's make a few quick points. First of all, this is an article of faith with us. You will oppose the food security bill saying, what is the timing? You won't say a word about the contents or the merits of the bill. We will bring again the women's reservation bill for the 5th time. Then you will not oppose, because that again is an article of faith with us. We brought the communal violence bill long ago. You opposed it, we brought it again. What's there to do with timing?
Sir, it violates the federal structure of the Constitution. You should be, as one of India's... No, as a well-known jurist, you should...
Arnab,
no, 1 second.
I'm answering one by one. Please give me my 1 minute, please. I've answered the point about timing. Now let me come to the third point. It is a fundamental
The weakest
fallacy.
point is the federal argument.
Okay, let's come to federal argument. What is weak about it? What's weak about it? This act gives a set of powers which are not there, and after the dilution, not a single one of them violates the federal structure. It allows you to declare an area as a communal disturbed area by the state government primarily. It allows that authority there to then give directions in a communally disturbed area declaration to give up your arms, to give up things, etc. Powers not there earlier. It provides a whole fasciculus of provisions for relief and rehabilitation.
Let the states decide.
Not there.
It is
Now,
the responsibility
in the event that
of the state governments.
And
you are trying to break it now and again.
The state government still does not do anything. The central government should have some residuary powers. The central government already has residuary powers in Article 355 of the Indian Constitution.
संविधान का क्या होगा?
It can have
One second.
if it does a coordinating job, if it does a coordinating job, what's the problem?
No, 1 second.
This is nitpicking.
1 minute. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, the question is... No, Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, you are giving yourself a certificate. The question is whether this authority you want to create, the National Authority for Communal Harmony, transgresses into the jurisdiction of the states.
Who are there in the...
Transgresses into the jurisdiction of the states. How do you give yourself
all
that
empower the state government. In the event that there is a communal conflagration going on, and the state government does not take action, then the authority gives directions. And that is pretty similar to the power under Article 355, whereby the central government can even intervene.
Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Gaurav Bhatia is coming in. Gaurav Bhatia is coming in. The VHP has a question for you. Let's put all of them on the screen for once. And Gaurav Bhatia is responding now to Abhishek Manu Singhvi.
Arnab, first of all, this bill is of the year 2005. So it is strange that why did the Congress wait for 8 years and now they're bringing this bill in such a rush. Apart from that, nobody knows it better than Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi that the law and order subject is in the state list, and therefore this bill is a violation of the federal structure. He's not been able to address that issue. This section 55, I would request him to go through that, talks about a unified command authority where the central government would start dictating terms on the state government when law and order is a state subject. So that is a serious issue. Now, one more important point is that the Congress UPA government did the same thing with the food security bill. It was passed, but it has not been implemented because...
Don't move. Let's stay, stay focused. Don't move into the food security bill, etc. Let's first settle. Let us first settle whether this authority breaks the federal structure of the Indian Constitution,
it does.
Right?
Section 55
Let's first settle that.
It does break. It does break the basic structure of the and concept of the federal structure. This is because if you want to do like this, then bring the entire nation under president's rule. And then only you can do it. Since there are state governments which are elected bodies and there are assemblies,
you also think it breaks? Does the BJP also think it breaks the federal structure?
I think unknowingly, Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi has said from his mouth that since the state governments are not working properly, so they want to come into this. There are certain technical words used in this act which should be properly defined. For example, there is a word called, this is a question from my side, there is a word, if a person is being persecuted because of religious identity, what is religious identity? Second, they have used the word, if there is a mental torture even in the custody, what is the definition of mental torture? Even they have used the word moral harassment. What is the definition of moral harassment? If these things are not defined properly, you remember, by using just a word, internal disturbance.
What hypocrisy, Dr.
No hypocrisy.
What hypocrisy?
By using the word internal disturbance, Mrs. Gandhi has brought the emergency in this country.
I think
so. This Congress government is having this kind of
Trivedi, what hypocrisy? On the one hand, you have the BJP complaining about the centre violating the federal structure, and you're being so aggressive tonight. I'm challenging you and you and you, all three of you, the VHP, the Shiv Sena and the BJP. 1 minute. First, let them answer me tonight. No, let them all answer me. Tonight they're sitting to my left. Let's take a long shot and get their responses. 1 minute. Did you or did you not complain about... 1 second. Did you or did you not demand central intervention in the case of the Muzaffarnagar riots? Did you or did you not demand central intervention? Did your party president Rajnath Singh in September this year not say that the government of India should intervene and take strict action against the
Yes,
Uttar
of
Pradesh
course.
government?
Because there is a provision in the government.
So
because it was in the case of Muzaffarnagar, you are not
Yeah,
even...
well, it's-
One minute, let me complete.